Hello, and welcome to Job's Compression Institute. My name is Victor, and I would like to introduce you to the Job's FarrowWrap Trim to Fit line of products. With me today is Josh. Josh is a 16-year-old with primary lymphedema. These off-the-shelf garments can be customized through a few simple steps into a custom-fitting garment for your patient. The key attributes of the FarrowWrap product line, which include elastic short stretch compression, overlapping bands, and ease of donning, are all still true and present in the Job's Trim to Fit products. In addition, Trim to Fit garments offer the versatility for the product to be used during the decongestion and maintenance phases. They can also be adapted to fit over foam padding, such as our Jovi pads and liners, or over our wound care bandages. Let's take a closer look on how to trim these garments. The first step in trimming a Job's FarrowWrap Trim to Fit leg piece is to take the garment and place it underneath the patient's leg. You want to put the first band near the least ankle circumference. Additionally, each band of a Trim to Fit leg piece is marked with lines and numbers. These lines go in increments of 5 centimeters. Beginning here on the first band, the first line that is closest to the spine of the product is 20 centimeters. Every line after that is worth 5 centimeters. 20, 25, 30, 35, and the very edge of this particular band is 40 centimeters. The same process is applied on the opposite side and for each one of these bands. The first step is to take the circumference of the patient's least ankle. In this particular case, Josh's least ankle circumference is 23 centimeters. Utilizing our numbers and our lines, we will estimate where 23 centimeters is at. This first line here is 20 centimeters, the next line is 25 centimeters. 23 would roughly be in between those two lines. We will make a mark there. We'll repeat the same process on the opposite side. This first line is 20 centimeters, the next one is 25, 23 is roughly in between those. Taking your scissors, you will trim along the mark that you just made. Take extra precaution that you don't pick up the band below it and accidentally cut it. Next, taking a piece of Velcro, place the Velcro on the patient's preferred side and apply that band. From here, we will take our tape measure and measure for our next circumference point. Our next circumference point is roughly near the B1. We know that this is our measurement point because our next band is going to fall at that point. We know exactly where this leg piece or this particular band is going to be on his leg. In this case, his circumference is 32.5 centimeters. Again, utilizing the lines and the numbers, we will determine where 32.5 centimeters is at. In this particular case, we have first line is 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So 32.5 centimeters is roughly right about right there. We'll repeat the process on the other side. Again, always remember to count out from the line that is closest to the spine. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 32 is about right here. In this particular case, you don't always have to mark. It is very possible to visualize where 32 and a half is at and trim along that particular portion with your scissors. This will save you time. Again, the Velcro can be placed on the patient's preferred side. Repeating the same process as we move up the leg, we obtain our second or our third measurement point. In this particular case, it is 40 centimeters. Moving to the next band, we will find where 40 centimeters is at. Again, starting from the line that is closest to the spine, 25, 30, 35, 40. We will trim along this line. "25, 30, 35, 40. It is unnecessary to trim the Velcro. The Velcro has already been trimmed to the proper width. Our fourth measurement point is 42 centimeters. 30, 35, 40, 45. 42 is roughly in between those two lines. 30, 35, 40, 45, 42 is right here. At this point, we have finished trimming the 4 bands that are sewn together. We can clearly see on Josh that we will need the extra 5th band to cover the necessary height. We will trim this band as we have done the others. His 5th measurement point is roughly at about 43 centimeters. Using the same concept we did earlier, we will count out to figure out where 43 centimeters is at. 30, 35, 40, 45, 43 is in between those lines. "30, 35, 40, 45, 43 would be in between those two lines. As we stated earlier, the 5th band can be moved up or down to increase or decrease the height of the garment. There is a piece of Velcro here that will adhere to the 4th band to help hold it in place. At this point, we have properly trimmed the garment. You will notice on Josh, the garment is still a little bit short. This is because the patient is extremely tall. If this is the case, the 5th band is a product that can be ordered by itself and applied to this garment to give it additional height.